Hello everyone, welcome to Retro Dad and Modern Lad, the YouTube channel and soon to be website. And it's a very special episode today. We're playing Tomb Raider Unfinished Business by JRTombRaider. So if my voice sounds a little bit croaky, I haven't been well the last few days, but the show must go on. It's a really exciting time within the Sega Saturn community. So let's get into it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a playthrough of the whole game. If you haven't already, go and check out my review, and also make sure you check out JRTombRaider's official release trailer, and also subscribe to JRTombRaider's channel. So Unfinished Business starts at Return to Egypt, and jump over the first bit because there is a medipack, and also you get to view a bit of the level later on. So just get this medipack. And also if you jump next to cats, and this works throughout the Egypt levels, you get a little glimpse of what's coming up in the level. So once you've done that, you can actually go down the drop now, and if you want to be fancy, do a nice little swan dive. And it takes you into this area, and for those who've played the original Tomb Raider, you will notice it is out of the City of Carmoon level from the original game. So we'll just get these items and try and avoid getting bit by this crocodile that's following us. Oh, he's got us there. Oh, he's got us twice. That's unlucky. That doesn't happen very often. A little bit unlucky there. But he bit us twice there. And when Lara comes up here, just listen. You will notice she's got a new breathing sound effect. And we can go here, and there's some more items hidden in a little crocodile cave here. Try not to get bitten. Oh, we've been bitten again. We're being a bit unlucky twice. We're being a little bit unlucky here. I'm nearly dead already. So just get out the water and we'll get this medipack and we'll make Lara feel better. So you will notice as well there is new ambient sounds, and they sound fantastic. I know JRTombRaider worked really hard to implement them. So we'll just get this and we'll go back over then because we've got the items here. There is a secret in this area as well, so we'll get the secret while we're here. Oh, bit again. I don't think I've ever been this unlucky with being bit this many times when I've been playing through. I mean, I've played this game hundreds of times now because I have actually been one of the official playtesters and made some recommendations. Although I want to make it clear that my recommendations and playtesting, it was always up to JRTombRaider, who's done all the work on the game, whether they wanted to take my advice. And to be fair, oh, not again, I don't believe it. And to be fair, they were very receptive, and you know, they've listened to a lot of ideas that I had. The work JRTombRaider's done is excellent. If you can either just do a run and jump now, or you can do a swan dive and you'll land straight on it. You just want to be to the side of the window, and that'll be the right position. So that's opened up the secret. So we'll go over and get the secret. Yeah, so as I was saying, JRTombRaider has done incredible work on this, and I have been helping out on it since just after Christmas last year, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be part of this project. Being such a big Tomb Raider Sega Saturn fan, it is like a dream come true playing this, and JRTombRaider has just done unbelievably quality work on this game. Did I get bit then again? Get this. So I usually go to the top there. Oh, it's not working out, I've been bit again. I usually go to the top there just to draw the crocodiles to the top. I probably didn't pause long enough there. Hopefully we'll be able to get these last couple without getting bit. I'm really, this game is more difficult than the original Tomb Raider though, that is one thing I would definitely say. And you're seeing it because I'm getting bit left, right and centre here. Although, to be honest, I don't think I've ever been bit this much before, and it's unlikely you'll get bit this much. So if we just go round the side, because there's an item just behind the head. We'll just get out and we'll get this. And this area might look identical, but obviously there's water. There wasn't water in City of Carmoon. And another thing you'll notice is the textures look more orange, whereas they look more yellow in the City of Carmoon. And the main reason for that is that the lighting is different. The textures are identical, but the lighting is different. So we can swim through here. This was actually gated off in the original game, you couldn't just go through it. And we come into another area. Again, this area is from the City of Carmoon level, and it's a nice touch to see the boulder that comes down to try to kill you in the original level from the original game, City Carmoon. So we can exit the water here, and we've just got to pull a switch in this area, and we can also find the shotgun. Now this bit actually took me quite a while to figure out. So once you get the switch, and don't forget to hold the B button, don't just press it, and she'll sort of home in on it if you're close to it. Now this bit took me a while to figure out how to get out when I first played it, and you need to just get out here and backflip. But I didn't think that was that obvious. I don't think there's any examples of that in the first game. So we just jump over here. Finally, the handstand move is on Sega Saturn, which is absolutely fantastic. To perform the handstand move when dangling or climbing, hold the L shoulder button and she will perform the handstand move. It doesn't do anything gameplay wise, but looks fantastic. And you can see that there's some panthers up top there, and also there's one over there. That used to be a secret in the original game, getting on there. And you can see up there where we went in the original game, but we don't actually go there in this game. But you can see if you look up that it's still there. And what I'll do is, in a minute, I'll show you 2 glitches to how you can actually get up there and have a look round, despite the fact that that's not part of this level really. So when you get up here, you're going to get attacked by 2 panthers, so just run past them. It's not worth battling them, you'll lose a load of health, and just run and jump on here where you're safe. Then blast them from here. Now what they'll probably do is they'll probably run in the room, and you can just step off and jump back on and they'll come back. Oh, I thought he was running in the room there, he's caught me out. So just jump back on and kill them from here. It's just the safest place to kill them. Oh, he's going back in. If you go in, just step off and then step forward a little bit, and then do a backflip when he comes out to safety again. That's the safest way to do it. And get the shotgun ammo and the shotgun. Here's a little bonus bit for you. If you don't want to do that, there's an easier way to do it. If you look on the tiles on the floor there, the third one across to the left, you can actually just run straight through a gap. And this allows you to just get in here easily. And you'll notice there's only 1 panther in this area. He's gone in, just draw him back out. And there was 2 before when we come in the other way, so it leads to the question of where's the other panther? Just kill this panther. And what I'm going to show you is, and this happens quite a lot in Tomb Raider Unfinished Business, it didn't really happen in the first game, but sometimes enemies appear once you go past an area. Another thing is, get these 2 items. I ran past it in the Let's Play, so in this bonus clip I'm going to show you me getting them. Don't forget to go back in here to get these 2 items. Now I think the walls look really good in here. You can see some nice artwork, cat. But see the way there's nothing in that area? Watch this, if I go over here and I'll turn round. And watch when I touch the first tile, a panther will cleverly appear behind that wall, but we know he's not there because I've just showed you. But watch. See? Now that's the way you're meant to come in. He didn't get activated because I glitched my way through. And we'll just make our way over here. And what I'll do is I'll put a clip in to show you how to do the glitches to get up to that area you're not meant to go in. Hi everyone, so here's the clip. What you want is when Lara's arm is outstretched, you want it to be just touching the outside and then turn on an angle. Now press the button to swim down, but don't keep your finger on it or she'll fall off the edge. This one's a bit more awkward and took me a few goes, but I've put it into one clip. And you just need to run at the wall at the at the edge and jump. So you can see, we can look at this area, and this was part of the original level in Tomb Raider 1. and you can pull this like you do, but it doesn't actually do anything because it's not active. And we can just look around up here, and you know, there's some good artwork on the walls, and it's good to see that they've left this bit in even though you're not meant to be up here. And once I started playing and I seen it, I made it my mission to get up here. So what I'll do now is I'll speed up this clip and I'll play some music to just show you some other areas you're not meant to be in to get back down. So let's carry on with the level. Do a nice little swan dive, and we'll swim back over, and we can go. So everywhere we go from this point on is exclusive to the unfinished business level. It's just these first two areas from the original game. And save points are back. JRTombRaider has done really fantastic work in selecting the locations for them. I did help out a little bit with that, with some suggestions. Now, a panther's going to appear behind you now, so just walk slowly and jump here. That's the best way to do it, I think. I mean, you can just jump to the side and slide down, and then you've got to jump over the spikes, but I find that the easiest way to do it. But you've got to be quite quick though, otherwise the panther just pokes you over the side, and it's death then, because you go into spikes. So there's another secret this way which is really easy to miss because it's quite dark down here. Just be careful again, it's easy to run forward and not realise that you're on a block and there's spikes. So just jump over, and again just be careful when you walk, and just walk slow. If you're ever not sure of something in Tomb Raider, just hold the L shoulder button and walk slow. And again just drop down, jump over, and it opens the door and we can get in. And there's a couple of nice items in here as well. So that is one thing to say about Tomb Raider Unfinished Business. It is more difficult than the original game. However, there's a lot more ammo, so you don't really need to conserve ammo. In the original game, I played the first, up until like the last 2 or 3 levels, I just play with the pistols mainly, but there's just no need to do that in this game. In this first level, you do actually get the shotgun, the magnums, and also the Uzis. So you're pretty much tooled up right from the beginning. Now this takes you back into that room where you nearly got nudged over the side by the panther. Again, just jump over to the side. I'll actually put the shotgun on now because there's some enemies that it's just easier to kill with the shotgun. Just jump over to the side and you'll be safe if you go there. And if you want to take less damage when you're going towards the floor as well, do a little roll. Now you can jump over spikes, or you can actually hold the L shoulder button and just walk through them. It's a little bit slower, but it's another safe way to do it. And as we get to here, if we just move forward a little bit more, yeah, a zooming out effect. Now that weren't in the original Tomb Raider, but you get it a lot in this game, and I think it looks fantastic. It's a really good effect. Just drop down here. Now you can walk through the spikes using the L shoulder button. That's what the game wants you to do, but if you do that, you're going to get ambushed by a panther, and a lot of people end up dead because you panic, and the first thing you do is you go to run away, and obviously if you start running in spikes you die. So what you want to actually do is just push this over and jump from this, and you can jump over to the shotgun shells. I'm just trying to think actually how close you need to go to the edge. I think I might have... I got incredibly lucky there. I should be dead. I should have jumped from further back there, and there's the panther. But if you'd have walked through it, you'd get like halfway through it and it'd start running towards you, and it's just panic stations, and if it's the first time you play it, it's so easy to die. Where has it gone? I can still hear it roaring. There he is. Dead now. And just walk through it. When we get to about here, if we'd have walked through it, it'd have started running towards us. And yeah, it feels a little bit unfair that, but it is a sort of good moment where you've got to sort of keep your composure. And speaking of keeping your composure, be very careful when you run round this corner. Take a step back. That boulder kills just about everyone on the first go. And there is actually a bug in this game. It's not just from Tomb Raider Unfinished Business, it's from the original Tomb Raider. If you actually control the camera, when that boulder starts coming towards your face, it can cause a crash in the game. And that is noted by JRTombRaider in the notepad that you get with the download. And as I said, that is from the original game, it's not a new bug. The same thing can happen with the winged enemies, and they are PAL version bugs, by the way. They're not bugs that are in the Japanese or the US version of the original game or Unfinished Business. The PAL version does have additional bugs. Just run and jump across here, and you can really hear the wind getting up. But look at that. I think the draw distance is incredible in this game. I mean, the draw distance I always thought was really good in the first game, but I think there's just more because the areas are bigger in Unfinished Business, and the stars look really good as well. As you move the camera, they sort of start to look like they're flashing. But yeah, the draw distance is good. This is a bit of a tricky jump. I've died here a couple of times. You just need to jump sideways and then hold B to grab on, like that. Now you don't really have to go this way, to be honest. We're only going this way to get the secret. You can complete the level without getting this secret if you want. But I think, you know, getting the secrets is all part of the experience with Tomb Raider. Now you might have noticed that once we got the secret and the chime played, the wind stopped, the ambient music stopped, and that does happen in Unfinished Business. And the way JRTombRaider has got round it, again, just have a little look around, it looks spectacular. Fantastic draw distance. The way JRTombRaider has got past this is that when you move forward a little bit, he's put a trigger in the level, so it triggers the music to start again. So watch when we just move a little bit further. And it started again, it's being triggered off again. So that was a good sort of workaround to get it to start up again. Now, even though we went round with the spikes and things, you can actually get up there and skip out the spikes. Now, I don't think this was meant to be part of the game. I think they've underestimated. See the way we can't grab it, but if you stand in the right place, you can grab it. And I think the developers just did that by mistake. I don't think you're meant to go this way at all, but you can do. So while we're here, what we'll do is we'll actually just kill this panther, and we'll just get up there, because I didn't actually drop down into this bit. And you can just climb up there, and it will take you to, not climb up, sorry, go through the go through the entrance and it'll take us to where we would have been before. Just past the boulder. It actually skips out the boulder as well. Actually, you have to be careful. It doesn't skip out the boulder. When you're jumping across, it can set the boulder off, so just be careful if you do go that way, that you don't jump into the boulder. Otherwise, that's death. So we'll just go this way and move on to the next area. The levels in Unfinished Business are really are quite massive, and each area is just so big in scale, you know. And I think one thing that's really impressed me the most about this is just there is obviously, you know, the frame rate does obviously drop because it uses the Tomb Raider 1 engine, but slowdown isn't anywhere near what I thought it would be for the size of the areas. And, you know, considering the slowdown in the original, I think that, you know, there is obviously some slowdown, but I think it's few and far between. I don't think it affects gameplay at any stage. I don't feel myself thinking, oh, it's affecting my experience. I think JRTombRaider has done excellent work to sort of do what they can. The results JRTombRaider's got with the Tomb Raider 1 engine are really very impressive, and the only way I could think of it improving is with a new or upgraded engine. And I think this truly does put into perspective that there's no doubt in my mind Tomb Raider 2 could work on the Sega Saturn. I mean, JRTombRaider's shown videos and he's working on a E3 demo for the Sega Saturn using the original Tomb Raider engine, and that's basically the E3 demo that was shown for PlayStation back in the day. So it'll be a couple of levels, and that's going to be really interesting. I can't wait to see where that project goes. Obviously there will be restrictions on the Tomb Raider 2 demo because it's using the Tomb Raider 1 engine, but it'll be exciting to see what an early version of Tomb Raider 2 could have looked like. And I always think there's a medipack here, but I think this is an awfully big area here just for a medipack. You know, there's nothing else here. So I'm not sure why it's such a big area, but it is. Now what we want to do now is we're going to go in the water. Now you can just actually move on to the next section, but we've gone into the water because you can actually get the magnums from down here. Well worth getting. I mean, the thing is as well about Tomb Raider is, say like you don't get the magnums now, they'll be in another position. It doesn't mean because you haven't got them now you can never get them. They'll be in another position when you do the next level, and if you get them now, instead of the magnums being there, it'll be ammo. Now there's going to be quite a lot of crocs here because this is the croc den. Now you can actually drop down into the croc den. What I'll do actually, I'll kill a load of the crocs now, and then I will show you what it's like in the croc den. Now if you don't come to this bit now and you just drop into the croc den later on, there's that many crocs, there's a good chance you're going to die. It's ridiculous. There'll still probably be a few in there when I go in there, and there's no reason to really go in the croc den. It's just something, if you haven't played the level before, you'll see that there's a slope leading down. You think, oh, I've probably got to go in there, and before you know it, you're dead. I'll just kill this croc. And there's a lot more enemies in Unfinished Business than there is in the original game. There's another one. You can hear them, like they make like a pig grunting noise. And usually one bullet, providing you're fairly close to them, is enough to kill the crocs. If you want a more easy experience, you can play the Japanese version. Oh, I'm having a hard time with crocs today. Nearly took my head off. If you want an easier experience of Tomb Raider Unfinished Business, playing the Japanese version is well worth doing, because that version is actually easier than the Japanese. The Japanese version is easier than the PAL and the US version. And the main reason for that is it takes less bullets to kill the different enemies. I think this bridge looks really good. I know there was JRTombRaider that actually applied a fix to this bridge to make it look better. and a croc will come running through. And there you go, one shotgun shell and they're gone. Now we don't need to go this way really, but I'm just going to show you it anyway for the sake of, you know, showing you all the different parts of the level. So we just climb up, and if you've not played the level before, you then see this and you think, I'll show you it in a minute actually, I'll just get this medipack first. There's a large medipack here. Now it's easy to think, oh, this must be the way you go, and you sort of slide down this ramp, and I've killed quite a few of the crocs there, so there's not going to be as many in it. But if you haven't gone the other way and killed some of the crocs, see if we can get down there, there's a ridiculous amount of crocs down here, and you're going to have a really difficult time. They pin you in, and a lot of the time when Lara gets pinned in by multiple enemies, she sort of, like now, I can't move, I can shoot, but it's not letting me jump. I'm sort of pinned in. It's almost like she's paralysed. But luckily there was only a couple of crocs because I killed most of them before. If you look through, you can actually look through and see this is the gaps that were either side of where I got the magnums before. So just have a little look through there. And then you basically, what you do is you just drop back down, and it drops you back down where we came into the main area. So here, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of each of the levels in Unfinished Business, and I'll be putting in extra bonus clips. So we just need to go this way now. Just jump across. I mean, this is a bit of a shortcut, to be honest with you. You meant to start at the start of the bridge, but I always just jump over. It's just quicker. And just jump up and grab here. Now this looks really good. I really like this bit. Again, it's another spectacular sort of graphical moment, I think, when you sort of shimmying across here. You see the crocs in the water, and I just think you get a really good view of the level here. There's a lot of moments in Tomb Raider Unfinished Business where you're just looking around and you're just thinking, wow, it looks brilliant. You know, the size of the areas, the draw distance. You know, there's not many sort of 3D games like this on the Sega Saturn. And unfortunately, after the first Tomb Raider, we obviously never got any more Tomb Raider games on the Sega Saturn until now, 27 years later. I mean, that's incredible to think that Lara's come home after 27 years. So we can get some more shotgun ammo and just jump across here. There's another cat, and there's a save point, and we just need to put our key in here. I'd recommend, if you've not played this game much, Tomb Raider, that you get every save point you see, because there's some difficult parts coming up. Now boulders are starting to come towards you, so just move to the left a little bit and just here, and just wait for them to go past. There you go, you're safe. Now you can actually glitch your way through here with a little bug, but we're not going to do that. I'll actually show you it in a minute. You need to be careful when you run up there. Don't go up there just yet, just go down here, because we need to open them doors first. And there's some panthers down here, so just, usually they'll come out if you just wait a second. If they don't come out, just have a look. There's one moving. They don't look like they're coming out. If they don't come out, just run off and jump onto this here, and as soon as you touch the floor, they'll reveal themselves. There they are. And just kill them. If they start running that way, you can wait, or again, you can just run across and jump on the other one. I mean, you can battle them from the ground, but you're probably going to lose health, so there's usually, in Unfinished Business, there's usually a ledge somewhere you can stand on to kill enemies from, so you don't really lose health. That's it. Now when you run into this next section, a panther will appear. So what I'd recommend you do is run in, roll, and jump back on there. So let's just run in, roll, and there you go, it's appeared, and just jump on here. Because it's quite tight in there, so trying to kill the panther in there. Oh, I've run out of I've run out of shotgun bullets, but we've got loads of magnum bullets. This can be the problem sometimes. They can oh, he's back. Dead. Yeah, so I wouldn't really recommend you battle the Panther in this area, just because it's quite a small area and you're going to take quite a bit of damage. So it's good to just roll in to activate them to move, and then run and jump back on. So once you've got them, what we'll now do is we'll get the lever which opens the door, which will allow us to go to the next area. I think in Unfinished Business they probably could have made some of the puzzles a little harder. Again, there's a cat where we get a glimpse of later in the level. I think they're really cool. I think some of the puzzles could have been a little bit more difficult. A lot of the puzzles are quite easy in Unfinished Business. I think the challenge comes from staying alive, and there's a lot more enemies. Obviously we've got the spectacular areas which are larger, but I think some of the puzzles could have been a little bit more difficult. Or maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just getting that good at Tomb Raider after playing the first game so much that, right, we can actually do the gate glitch here where you climb through it. Let me just line it up. There we go. And we could just go where we need now, but what I'll do is I'll get back in and we'll do it the proper way. I'll just show you that, because there's some ammo and also some medipacks which we can get down here before we leave. And again, when we go to the right now, an enemy is going to appear, a panther. So what I'd recommend is just shoot. It'll drop down. Shoot as much as you can, and then what'll happen is it'll start to run the other way. It runs right round. It's quite almost clever. Look, and it uses the ramp to come and get you. The ramp is quite long, so providing you're not using the pistols, you should be able to kill it before it gets to you. So we'll get these two items here, and then there's just a medipack left to get, and we can exit the area. It is quite difficult when you're exiting this area. The boulders, when you're running up the ramp, there's quite a lot of boulders, and you've got to choose the right ramp. But I'll explain that, and I'll show you the way I do it, and I'll put some clips in to show you easier ways if you don't want to risk death, because you know, after doing all this, the last thing you want to do is die just before the next save point when you get out of this room. So we've got the medipack, and similar to before, I think they look really good on the wall. Egyptian style wall art. So similar to before, we can actually climb through. Now you've got to get exactly in between the floor tiles. Oop, it's not going through. Exactly in between the floor tiles to be able to run through it. Now if you go close, you can actually see where I'm running. You can see that there's an actual visual gap in the railings. If you hit it on the right angle, you can go right through, which is good if you're trying to speed up doing the level, although I do like to just do the levels properly most of the time. Although if I needed to get to, you know, a later bit of the level and I was doing testing or whatever, then sometimes I might do that. So what I'll do first is I'll show you the easy way. Just before I show you how to do the ramp, if you go to the right here and drop down, there's actually some additional shotgun bullets you can get, which are worth picking up. And then you just need to be careful when you're getting back up to line it up with the ledge above. That's it, like that. And then we'll just make our way over, and make sure you go up the ramp which is on the left hand side. So here's the easy way, is to just roll just as you get to where it starts to incline and run away and stop in the middle. Now make sure you choose the left ramp, because if you choose the middle one, another boulder will drop down as well. But if only one boulder comes from this one, another easy way to do it is turn on the side and just listen for the boulder dropping. As soon as you hear it drop, back up, hold B, let it roll past and just get up. As I said, make sure you choose the ramp that I'm on the left, because if you choose the right, another boulder will drop and that'll kill you. But the way I like to do it is to just jump past it like that. You'll take a little bit of damage sometimes. Actually, if you do it properly, I didn't do it quite properly there, you won't take any damage at all, you just curl around it. And I'd recommend you just try and kill the panther from up here, because it just saves battling the panther again. So if you go here, you can see the outside area. See if I can get a good camera angle of it. That's where we're going to come out in a minute. So it's great that you can see different parts of the levels. What I'll do is I'll get the save crystal here, because at the end of the level I'm going to go back and take a clip of going through the railing at the end of this bit to show you that you can do that there, and you appear right at the end of the level if you want. Make sure you just do a standing jump here. I remember the first time I played, I'd done a run and jump and just went straight down into the spikes. Just take a step back when you're on the edge, run and jump for this one. Now if you look to the right, there's another cat, and you can get a glimpse of the end of the level by jumping next to it. And if you turn around as well, there's also a medipack over the other side, so it's well worth getting that. Might as well just stock up on items while you can. And just do a roll and you'll be able to just run and jump straight back. And just don't forget, if you want to go to the edge, just walk by holding the L shoulder button, and then you can take a step back and do a run and jump then. That is an easy way on Tomb Raider to do a jump. So you can actually just run through that gate there, and you practically at the end of the level you jump over. That's one way to glitch your way out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you it properly. So there's the end of the level there. So I'll put a clip in there so you can see what it's like to use the gate glitch, and you appear right at the end of the level. So we'll just get this ammo and we'll jump back across. So there's one more item to get. I think it's shotgun shells. Is it shotgun shells? And then we'll drop into the water. No, it's not. It's a medipack, small medipack. And then drop into the water. Don't jump too much over the other side though, because a mistake I made once is I ran and jumped into the water and I landed on a ramp at the bottom, and that killed me. So there's a couple of crocodiles. You're probably going to get bit here. I always get bit here. So there's shotgun ammo on the floor, so pick that up. I mean, this is not going to help, the fact that I didn't pick it up straight away. And problem is that you can't do anything whilst you're pulling the lever, and I've been bit once, twice. Just take some health. I nearly got bit again there. Get out on the left hand side, because there's going to be a panther here. And what I do is I just run and I straight away get on this block, and it just makes it easier to kill this panther. Just make sure you're aiming at the actual panther and not the crocs. This area looks absolutely spectacular. There is some slowdown in this area. The most slowdown you get in this area, because it's so vast, is usually when you're fighting enemies. But it is an absolutely stunning area. If we just go over to the other side now, watch out because two boulders fall down here, but there's some items over here we can get. You can see them there. If you take your time there, it could be death. But we're stocking up on a lot of health packs and also ammo, which is going to be good for later on. As I said, there's just so much ammo and health. You really don't have to worry about just using the pistols or thinking, should I kill this enemy or not? Just go all out in this game. It is a lot more action packed than the original game. Now just take your time here. When we get the ammo, you're gonna get attacked. Oh, we're getting attacked now, but just kill this one first. So we've killed that one, but also when we pick up this ammo, we're also gonna get attacked, so just be ready for it. No, or not. I'm sure we usually do. Where's it gone? Usually get attacked. Oh, I can hear it. And the thing is that the enemies, there he is, the enemies can actually run through the gates. So even though, I mean, we know a glitch to get through the railings, but the enemies, they can just run through them freely, so it is a bit cheating really that they can come from anywhere. And you think, oh, well, I'm on the other side of the railings, I'm safe, but you're not. I mean, this area, I think it looks fantastic. I'll actually show you, there's two ways to get the Uzis. You can either glitch your way out, which I'll show you now, which, same as usual, you're basically just looking for the edge of the floor tiles. You can see that in squares, the floor tiles, you can see now. And you've just got to get it right. It's usually just to the right hand side. Ooh. Usually if you hit it just to the right hand side of where the gap is, you'll go through. Need to line it up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And sometimes you'll run straight through if you hit it perfect, and other times you need to wiggle a little bit. So you do actually get rewarded for going outside what looks like the normal level boundaries. Now there is a normal way to get this without using a glitch like I've just done, and I'll show you that at the end of the level. It's a little bit more awkward because what you've got to do is when you get out of bounds, you've got to take a very specific path. Otherwise, Lara actually gets burned to death if she touches the wrong floor areas when you're out in this area beyond the railings. You can explore around a little bit, you just have to be very careful, especially when you're coming towards what looks like the level. And hopefully, yeah, we got lucky there, because sometimes they just run after you and it becomes a nightmare. And yeah, we'll just have a little look around on the outside. I think there's another enemy there. They've run away, haven't they? Oh no, they're in there now. But you see the way it was on the outside of the railings before, and now it's on the inside of the railings. So, you know, enemies aren't restricted by things like railings. But as you can see, there's a vast area out here, but don't go too close to the edge of the level, and you can, if you stick to that. I think I've just heard it. Oh, there it is there. Is she gonna lock on? Dead. Just don't go too close to the very outside of the level, and you're usually fine. So, for example, you can go on this bit here. But there is certain bits of floor where if you step on it, she basically goes on fire. Ooh. So let's get back through the railings. And as I said, there is a proper way to get them bullets, but this is probably the easiest way, so you don't step in the wrong area. And it's quite an awkward jump to get over there to do it the proper way. Just need to line this up properly. I can see the gap there, it's right by her head. You don't want to be like right on, it's usually, just wiggle it a bit, there we go. It's usually just to the side of it you want to be. We come back in this area, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go right towards the end of the level. Now two enemies appear out of nowhere here, and they're really a pain because they jump around everywhere. So what I recommend you do is just run towards here and then do a roll. Now they've appeared, and just run back here and get on here so you're safe, because otherwise you'd end up losing a lot of health. And there they are, there's 2 of them. So we'll use the magnums. Now what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to run away, and don't worry about that if they run away, let them run away. And what we're going to do is we're just going to climb over here, and we'll be able to shoot them from on top of here and be safe. Just as you come towards the edge, keep your finger on the L button so she doesn't, when she's walking, Lara won't walk off the edge of things. And that's it, they're dead. And this is the end of the level here, but actually if you drop in the water, there's a small medipack, I think it is. Crocodile, just nearly been bit again. I've never been bit by so many crocodiles. There was actually a bug in this level, and it involved taking damage on this step we're going up now, and also damage on the floor of the little pool we were in before where we got the Uzis, and that was a crocodile glitch that was also seen in the original Tomb Raider, but JRTombRaider's actually fixed that, which is fantastic. Basically what happens is if you don't kill a crocodile earlier in the level, it's that crocodile will be giving you damage on different floor tiles later on, and it was a bug from the original game, but it's been fixed. Now there's been so many fixes and hard work. This is quite a difficult jump because if you don't get it quite right, you just slide back into the water and we're getting attacked. You need to be really careful where you walk in this section. If you go any further out to the left than I'm going to show you now, she'll go on fire and you'll be dead. So it's very specific what you can step on out in this little bit now. So you go to the right here. This is the way you're meant to do it properly. It's so much easier to just use the gate railing glitch. And there you go, there's the water. This is the water when you're swimming down. As I said before, certain floor tiles will kill you if you didn't kill a crocodile, but JRTombRaider has sorted out that bug. And all we need to do now is just jump back over and we can finish the level. And that's it, that's the end of the level. So let's see how we did. So we've got the new end of level background screen, which looked fantastic. So that's the first level complete. 26 kills, 50 pickups and 3 out of 3 secrets. If you've liked this video, give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We've got loads of videos mainly on Sega Saturn. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next Let's Play. Bye.